What's happening, everybody? It is April 1st, 2016, and I'm in a 9-acre field. I got permission for earlier in the week. Cars are down that way. We're doing a little group hunt today with a bunch of guys from the American Detectorist website. Dan's with me as usual. We've got Al Old Stuff, we got Mango Ave, and we have Lodge Scent. Not sure what this place is going to cough up. It's foggy, it's rainy, and it's windy today. So we're going to get a little wet, get a little muddy, but that's what it's all about. Let's watch the intro and let's get digging. And here's a little itty bitty buckle. Got some iron hanging onto the back of it there. That's a cute little guy. And that's another one I didn't get on camera. Not too bad. Only been here about 15 or 20 minutes. Dug some iron I'm sure you didn't want to watch, but I'm not too far from that cellar hole, so this stuff's starting to pop up. It's early, let's keep moving. Alright, it's been about a half an hour since we got out of this field, maybe a little longer. See, the fog's really starting to roll in here, and I'm down by the road between a couple old trees and an old stone wall. And I got copper number 12 for the year. See, it was pretty far down there. A good 8 inches down in the hole. And it's kind of toasty, but I believe that's going to be King George II. Back of it's kind of beat up. See, there ain't a whole lot there. That'll clean up hopefully later on. Successful trip so far. Let's keep going. And there's my next little find. And I do mean little. A child spoon. It's in pretty good shape. I don't know what it's made out of. I don't think it's pewter. Got a little patina under there. It might be copper. Very cool. It's about 15-20 minutes after my King George. That's what drew me over to this area, is that big dead tree there. And right under it's that KG, and I got that. Let's keep rolling. Well, you can see that's my buddy, the old tree behind me there, and he's still coughing up goodies. Here's my next find. You can see it's kind of foggy out. It's a bit boss for a bridle, the stud in the center. That was very shallow, only about 2 inches, but good screaming target, 60 VDI. Oh, there's some good age to this site. Hopefully it keeps coughing up something. And there's my next find. It's literally 10 seconds and about a foot away from that bit boss. It's a very toasty Indian head penny. I think it's an 1888. Whatever the date went on it, I can't tell. 1880 something, I think. That's my second Indian head penny out of here. The other one I didn't bother recording. Alright, here's my next find. And it just fell out of the bottom of the plug pretty much, so I think I got a button. Let's flip around, take a look. Yeah, we'll drag her out live. Oh, it's not a coin, it's not a button. It's like a tag. Yeah, I got a little hole up there. I don't know what that is. Some sort of animal tag. I can see some dots and stuff on it. Oh well, space junk. Well, here I am way in the back of the field. That's the road and where we're parked back that way. Random drops. That's all you're going to get out here. And I got a random drop. Let's take a look. And fresh out of the plug, we have Copper number 2 of the day, number 13 for the year. That's thin, but I think I've got another copper. Woohoo! Number 13 for the year, I think. Let's stop, clean it up, and take a look. Alright, it is bashed up, beat up, tore up. I'm gonna try and get it. If you look across the top here where the flashlight's going, I don't know if you can see the left side of that Connecticut copper. The whatever it says, INDE. I can see the letter E right there. So this is a Connecticut copper. Very toasty Connecticut copper. You can see some of the lettering here. Woohoo! It'll be a good day. And there's my next find. It's been a while since whatever I dug last. The copper? Some other junk? I forget. And I'm working this little area up in the back of the field. And there's a lot of grapevine coming out of here. So I decided I was going to poke around up in this corner. And this little guy was right on the surface. It's tough to tell, but it's got a little pin and a little backing on it. I almost wonder if this is some sort of little brooch. A little adornment for clothing, something a lady would wear. You can see it's hinged, it still kind of moves. Pretty cool, a little interesting find. Let's see, do a quick turnaround. And really foggy today. I think that's Jeff over there. So, let's keep digging, the day's young. And there's my next not so spectacular piece. Part of a lantern. It's where the wick would have gone through, and I'm sure you turn it to get the wick to go up. Nothing schmancy, but it's a dig. No, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but a dandy button. Really crusty. And there's my next little what is it, which I believe is a button. Wasn't high enough to be anything else. Oops. And it is. Almost want to say it's a tomback. Oops, sorry, keep getting out of focus. Base of the shank looks like it wants to be a tomback, but I don't know. Oops. Nice. I'm working the back wall here under this big old tree, so I just walked over here, so that's a good sign. Maybe there's a little bit more over here. Well, just about 3 feet away from that other button, maybe 5 feet. About a minute or two later, another flat plain button, working the top of the hill here. We got a little picnic area up here. Let's keep going. Well, way in the back of the property, there's this little entrance to a road that goes off into other property, which I'm pretty sure I can detect anyway. Nothing back there, but right there at the opening to it, itty bitty little cuff button, collar button, who knows. The phone can even focus on that. And hot on the heels of that little itty bitty cuff or collar button, I got myself a well, part of a saddle strap guide. Obviously it's missing the guide part with the posts, but nice little find. I'm the only guy up in this little upper field here. I'm the only guy getting this stuff. And way down there, about 6-7 inches, I got myself another dandy button. Pretty chewy. That might be a tomback. You know what? That's a tomback. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a tomback. Big old dandy one. It's kind of the way it's chipping. Nice. There's the next find. Looks like a Pringles potato chip, but it's gonna be a dandy button with some decoration on it. Too bad it got eaten up. With the phone to focus, you can see it's got a nice sunburst pattern on it. Damn, I wish that thing wasn't squashed. Nice. So after that dandy button, it kind of slowed down. Jeff had to go home, and we kind of wrapped it up not long after that. Now here I am a month or so later putting this video together, and I realized I didn't do any type of ending. Probably just due to the fact that we were down by the cars BSing and exchanging notes. So let's jump in the house. I can't do the wrap up outside, unfortunately, because it's too windy here in Connecticut today, and let's take a look at what I dug. Alright, here's everything I dug. I didn't include junk. We had a 5-gallon pail out in the middle of the field, so everybody could just throw their junk in there, and there was plenty of that. Buckle I don't think I got on video. Buckle I did get on video. Piece of a buckle, I believe, or maybe it's just an adjuster or something. Didn't get that. That's, I think, the first thing I dug. That little smaller buckle, little brass guy. Those are all iron. I think that would have been part of the tack ring. I don't think it would have been through the nose of a bull. Really toasty, dandy button. Tomback, and I think it might have been in a fire. I mean, it's really blistered. Very unusual. My other large tomback, big old dandy sized. The bridle bit boss, the backside there, I scrubbed the front side of it with a brass brush. You can see it's got a little flange around the edge. Button I didn't get on video. This one's squashed really flat. Nothing on it. Last dig of the day, which was that dandy that was bent like a potato chip. I kind of flattened it out a little bit, but it's beat up. Fields don't do these things very good when they've been fertilized, and that's what this field was before it got the hay field that used to do crops. A little tiny button. Here's my saddle strap guide. You can see it's got a little bit of fancy around the edge of it. Like I said, these fertilized fields aren't the best things for relics. Parasol slide I didn't get on video. This little dormant piece, you can see it's got a little spring steel on the back. I think it acts just like a woman's clip-on earring. I don't think it's a clip-on earring. If anybody knows for sure, let me know in the comments. My little tag thing, I don't know what the heck that was. Very interesting. I don't think it's a piece of fishing tackle. Little rivet. This one's actually, whoops, got a little star on it. I don't see that too often. I've got to clean up a couple of my other ones and see if they have it as well. A little child spoon, which I do believe is pewter. You can see where it was attached on the back there. Somebody will know the age of it from that. Neato. And something else I didn't get on video, which is a piece of a shoe buckle frame, and that was that upper field where I was working toward the end of the video. As far as coins go, a King George II. It's a little toasty, a little rough just from the fertilization in the fields. I didn't get a date off of it. My Indian head pennies, 1888. And there's the shield and the 1 cent on back. And my other Indian head, you can see same thing. It's got the shield and the 1 cent on the back, but obverse on this one is toasty. And last but not least is my counterfeit Connecticut copper. You can see how thin this one is and just how cheap it looks. And just for comparison, oops, this is a real Connecticut copper that I dug earlier in the year, and you can see it's got a lot of detail on it. You can see how thick it is in comparison. I mean, this counterfeit one's very thin, and the diameter isn't quite the same on it either. So somebody running around with a counterfeit copper. Nice. Thanks for watching, everybody, and let's wrap this one up. And that's going to do it. So everybody, thank you for watching, liking, comment, subscribing, and all that good stuff. Good luck and happy hunting, and we will see you guys in a couple of weeks with something new.